This one I wanna show you. The first one. This is live water. Here also have Barmatuha. A lot of microbes inside, symbiotic, and some seaweed and a bit chlorella. Inside you can see a lot of Daphnia and Cyclops. This is like it's a kind of animals. They cleaning water, making purification, and I will use water here from the pipe. An idea to stabilize water, and microbes they working with this very nice. Look how they a lot here. When they're growing in water, mosquitoes not coming, but is not the one benefit. This is the experiment when the Barmatuha is working. Water is clean, pure, beautiful, and these animals show me that the water is nice because they like a very balanced, clean water. Not clean, I mean like a clean from the, but not crazy water. You see, all of them living here. This is one of them I plant what I bring from Nepal from 4,000 meters. It's calling yams, and look how they hairy, how they looking. It's just in the cocos, just cocos with Barmatuha, and look how it's looking. I keep this plant outside. This is broke because it was damaged of the plastic here with the storm. Another leaves, nothing point. Okay, what is Barmatuha making? Is a cactus. Cactus start to grow. I just planted 1 month ago, and as you can see, like it's starting. It was in full of sand substrate. This is cactus also. It's very fast growing, but usually it's growing very fast. Here also Barmatuha. Everywhere I have a Barmatuha. This cactus in 1 year gave me 6 meters. I grew it 1 year ago. This stick was without roots, and I grew it in 1 month. He gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 branches. It was like this one. Totally 6 meters it was. And now see how it's growing. There's a lot of small ones, branches, all of them. Look, this cactus was very small. It's maybe 10 centimeters. And he gave me more than 1 meter head. I cut it and it's growing, you see. It's under the sunshine. This is my condition. This is full of sun every day. This is hell place, but it's growing nice. And other guys cannot believe me also who growing the cactuses. Look. Okay. What is next? What is next? I'll show you. This is my box. Here the small ventilation here, a bit small holes. It's not anaerobic, it's breathing. What is it? This is all of my leftovers from the kitchen with Barmatuha. It's different types of production. It's meat, bones, fat, coffee, a lot of citrus. People telling it's no, not good. It's very good. It's the leftovers from the sunflowers greens. I'm making small ones, small greens, and eat them. And what it was bad, I just to throw it away. And look how they looking. They was very bad because I didn't eat them because they're bad. And here in the box, look, yeah, storm here. It's the really crazy condition, and I can to put here something salty and some vinegar, more how to say, very acid stuffs, but all of them looking nice. Also leftovers from my garden, like I cut the plants I grow the it was wow, corn, maize from the shop, and it's grow. Look this potato, how this potato is looking. It's growing on, like people telling, compost hill. When all the life must be burned, they growing and they enjoying, and they grow from the part of the potato what I cut it here. This is green coffees, everything, eggshells, everything. And here is a second. You see, this is corn what it grow. I just put it in the soil and they growing now again. Okay, what I want to show you that you can to understand physically, when you grow something straight from in compost, it's just to burn. It smells like shit. This smelling like something fresh, it's no shit. Flies, I mean the big flies, is not coming. And I have here not only my microbiotic diversity, I have here a lot of insects, and worms come, and worms start to grow here. I want to show you how it's looking inside, that it's not like I told. Look, this was, I don't know, what is it, pumpkin maybe, it's fluffy. It's keep here maybe 2 weeks already, but it's fluffy. Look how much animals inside. This is a live soil. All of the animals working for fertility. Everybody working for something. And they digesting fiber, digesting everything. Somebody come to bones, especially here you see a lot of bones. Okay, more deep. I see some plant inside, and all of this way you see have life. If it will be here something thermoactivity and it will be burned, these animals usually in compost you cannot find. See like how it's looking, full of life. Okay, I want to find the worms. I want to show you them how they love it. It's not a farm for worms, they came here. Look, all of this fluffy, and looking like fresh. There was a lot of rains, was a lot of humidity here, water. This is here you see worms coming. Look how they love it. A lot of here, look. And also with worms you see how much life around. It's like National Geographic recording. This animal working with something. A lot of worms. And how it's looking? It's looking like not like clay, not like a stone. It's full of live soil. Look, bones, leaves, leftovers. Why it's working like this? Because Barmatuha giving here diversity. Give the diversity, and this diversity keeping balance. And if I burn plants with this one, look, they not will look like this. It's full of green under the sunshine, this very hard sun. Okay, what about Barmatuha more? This is my barrel with water. I'm giving this to the plant, and in water also have Barmatuha. Water not smelling. Look how my plants is looking. A lot of Daphne inside here. some animals with shells, living few types, and it's telling that and no mosquitoes here also. It's also telling that Barmatuha is working and keeping balance in water ecosystem. And I giving the water with the pipe, just use half of the barrel and give the new water. And here also Barmatuha, but different plants, different organization. Here my experiment, this is a strawberry, but the substrate inside, it was cutted pine tree from the forest. I found, and I take it home, a lot of cutting of the fresh pine tree, and I grow here my berries, and they full of flowers everywhere, everywhere full of flowers. It's flowering time. Oh, how looking the flowers, very nice smelling. This is hazeret, I don't know how it's called in English. Look, the bees very love Barmatuha also. They coming to Barmatuha when I mixing it with water, they come to drink. This is hazeret. I just buy it on the new year, cut it and grow the small one. Is full of organic bucket, full of organic on the leftovers from the kitchen and a bit from the forest, some stuff, and all of the plants here growing very nice. And tomatoes, I have tomatoes, but it is storm place. Yeah, you see the balcony is Mediterranean. See here, you can imagine how it's crazy here. Yeah, this is not good experiment, I just burned them. But anyway, look, this is they grow from the compost. Look how they're fruiting, look how there are a lot of fruits. Not look to the leaves, this I burned because I give a lot of Barmatuha. And anyway, look, all of these fruits is now the winter, when the moisture is became wow, how it's calling the fungi, it's killing the plants. And these plants is not my genetic. I have a very nice, best genetic of the plants, of the tomato. It's just a spontaneous experiment, test, you know. It's a spontaneous. I made these pots for cactus, and I just put inside organic with Barmatushka from the Barmapost after the stabilization with microbes, and these plants just grow. And I just to keep them to see how they will to grow. And they show me before I have video, they was full of green. I just now I gave them a lot of food. Look, nothing, even leaves, no fungi. Look how they look, how it's. This is from the shop, genetic from the shop. You know, it's crazy. It's nothing. Look. Fruits, this from one tree. There's a bigger there inside. Okay, and these guys wasn't with I used the less Barmatuha and they didn't burn too much, but another leaves looking very nice and also full of fruiting. Look, full of fruiting, and here just a bit. And this one also looking very nice. Start make the fruits. Look how it's hairy, how it's looking safe, pretty nice after the few days of storm. Wow, nothing fungi, even one after the rains. Year ago my tomatoes was dead in this time. And I want to show you how much the substrate here. Look, this is the bucket. This is my hand inside. Look how it's empty. See, it's just I don't know, maybe 5 liters of the substrate. 5 liters on the substrate, few tomatoes growing, even some pumpkin inside to grow. Yeah, it's not my best tomatoes. My best tomatoes looking a bit different, but even here I see no flowers is drop this plant, and prepare a lot of this big size. I waiting. I waiting. I sure it will be very tasty, very tasty. And condition here is crazy. You can imagine if it's in a bucket growing like here, how it will be grow in the greenhouse, for example. Yeah, this one and this one also is very nice experiment, and I have very nice results. And I show you another plants how they adapting is from the high mountains. Yes, about my cactuses a bit just. Here was mushrooms from the forest, and they finish fleshing, and here last fleshing. It's a test for mushrooms, and mushrooms beloved in Barmatuha. The second flesh was really amazing looked. Wow, I really cannot imagine. And this is already 5 flesh, I think, and they go to sleep. About cactuses, what I grow and I cut it, I make them katanchik, small one. Look, this one is very small, and I'm waiting the roots. It need a bit long time because it's small one, but it's no mold, and soil here is not a sand, it's full of biologic. Here this 90% organic and 10% of the sand. And another cactus, you see, roots like branches. And I'm just waiting when tomatoes finish to grow, and I grow them. This cactus growing in the bucket. They're growing in the pots. Oh no, in the glass. It's like a glass, yeah. Something 1 liter here. Look the roots. They're full of hairy. They're full of joy. And it's winter. Is now the time when in Israel the cactuses have mold and some fungi and distracting, but my cactus is looking amazing. 100% they gave me roots. It's different soil here with sand. Yeah, I trying with sand plus minus. Look the roots, full of hairy, full of power. Look, it's like a beard. I never saw the roots like this one. Is a cactus. Is a cacti. It's people telling me they must grow in the sand. No, they must grow in the life. Look with sand also. Well, sorry, I need to change. Yes, look. This is a proving about Barmatuha. Every pot here have Barmatuha, and it's no mold, no fungi. This plant is so super happy. Look, I found this cactus and he was damaged, and damage is finished. It's nothing now. Everyone. I just show you few. Look how is big these roots, like pasta. In 100% organic soil. You see how here not a lot of sand, is just 10%. These roots must look like this with hairs. It's telling that they feeding. If they have hairs, it's totally healthy roots. This is proving of Barmatuha. 1+ proving. Now I show you today just proving of Barmatuha without laboratory test, with practice. This is much more show the practice, not the laboratory test. Why we need so laboratory test? In laboratory you can to see how much they allot inside. If you start to to take out every species, you need 1,000 years. Yeah, now the doctors know just 3% of what they have in the soil. Okay, I show you my worms. This is my special box and my worms here. Look, this is also with Barmatuha. They dig it everywhere. Dig it, here a grass, some plants is growing in vermicomposter. Yeah, and I try to find some of them special for you. Ah, I see already one. Look, hello. Hello, I have here just 15 worms. And now I'm waiting the babychki. Look how they're looking. Shalom. And they're making kokonchik. I see kokonchik. Nice. Don't want to disturb them here. To see some here. I see somebody. Where are you? Just 10. Oh, small one. Okay, they start to grow, small ones. Soon they will be here a lot. And look, full of life. Also a lot of small insects inside. This is really a live vermicomposter. And it's no smelling, nothing. Even I have here, you see some already was some dinner for some flies, and this is their babies. No smelling. And look, vermicompost tea. What's a color? Yeah, it's amazing. Because here have Barmatuha, here have microbiology stabilized, all of this stabilized with microbes, and no pathogens. No pathogens, pathogens not producing something bad and not making poison compost. And the worms, you see, they love the Barmatushka. And this is my composter. This is my, not composter, I calling this barmoposter, but usually people it's using for compost. And very, very poor model, you know, for poor people. Look, this is 2 weeks food leftovers. Here you see sun is come. Here now is heating. And here have batata, avocado, potato, some of, what is it, pumpkin. Look, 2 weeks is keeping, it's crunchy, it's strong, it's keeping inside, it's like, look, they were fluffy. It's the cabbage, save the color. It's not burning, it's preservation. This is stabilization. Look, the seeds of pomegranate. Even the skin, very delicate, you know. Very delicate skin is keeping power. And here a lot of microbes. Like I told you, all of them stabilizing this one. It's not a compost. The Barmatuha and the symbiotic microbes, they not give to fly away. They're keeping it for themselves. And when the plant is come, they start to work with plant and give it to the plant all of the nutrients from all of these fruits. This is the concentrate. All of these seeds with the time will be digested, but not to burn. They will be digested. You see some white fungi. Is not smelling like shit or some deadly, because here the potato, you know how to compost potato. It's crazy. It's very stinky. Look, the grass green and keeping the structure. It's not became to one porridge. No, no. Look, this is potato. This is, no, maybe potato, no. Ah, no, I don't know what is it. A lot here. This is citrus. Look, it's not penicillium. Penicillium is not start to fight here. It's different mold. You see, it's not a penicillium. It's a problem of the citrus. Very in compost is deadly dead. If you give the citrus in the soil, it's deadly dead stuff. Look, the potato. And it's not burning, not smelling. Look what's the water coming outside. Wow. Yeah, I have hole inside this. Look, this is a water. It's not black, it's not smelling. It's, you see, this upstairs is some wow, stretch. Not stretch, is wow, дрожжи. How is дрожжи? Oof. It's for baking, you using it. Wow. Okay, you see, these 2 weeks keeping here and slowly it's leaking from the bucket. If I use the regular compost, this compost be black, smell, and really shit and crazy for plants, but but my stuff is working. And here, this is my tower, is also my opening, and down the bucket, and all of this bucket, it must be upstairs here with the holes, and here the cabbage. Look, cabbage. I cut this cabbage 5 days ago. Give the Barmatuha, and it's looking very fresh. No smelling. And I'm preparing it for the soil. For give it to the soil, for plants, to give back fertility with already stabilized microbes inside. Okay, I show you next one, the plants inside the house. This is inside my house. This stuff I called Barmavent. Is humidifier, also this is a conditioner and purificator and making humidity and cleaning the air stuff. Here venta inside the membrane, and this is a water tanker, and the pump is going up. You see here all the time moisture. It's fabric organic, and inside I put a Barmatuha. What I tell you, the plants in my house start grow really nice, and is keeping humidity nice. But about the Barmatuha inside, what I saw, I had a problem before with black fungi in my house. In every place where is there is moisture on the wall, and I have a pipe. I had a pipe was broken, and 1 month it was leaked water, and it's just a few small black dots around. And biologic in the air, the keeping balance also like in the soil, and Barmatuha working also is outside and keeping the like a protection of the growing the black fungi in the house, and it's working. The year before, winter was full of black fungi in my house, and when start this stuff is work, is just stopped. This is also Barmatuha, and no smelling in the air also is one of the benefit of the stinky or cooking smells, is also keeping in balance and dissolving it. Next one, guys, I want to show you my fish pool. This is my fish. I love them so much. They're very smart. They come to camera every time when I recording them. It's a plant, but plant is bite with a lot of shells, animals, a lot. I just not making here nothing, and they grow everywhere. Everywhere is grow, and I never clean the water even 1 year. 1 year ago I brought this fish, put the water with Barmatushka, and a big fish living in here in the pot. See? You see the tail? The big fish. And I never change the water. I just giving new water from my barrel. It's already with Barmatushka, and you see the greens growing all the time. I take them out because they're a lot, and fish love it. These shells, animals love this water, and water clean, very clean. Okay, this is one more stuff. I brought a small potato from 4,000 meters from Nepal. You can't imagine, yeah, this is different pressure, air pressure, the different condition, different sun, different all of the conditions. And this how this potato is grow. So already flowers come, see, soon, and adapting. Look to this plant. This plant grow in 100 organic substrate. This is a regular cocos. I just to make it sterilized, and I bring here Barmatuha, what come with this potato. And what's it show me that this plant totally no stress. Just it was under the storm, and it was broke, and I keep it on the after broking. It was 3 times I changed the pot. It was from small one, bigger, and now is the biggest. It's a 3 times changing the pot. You see how it's working, Barmatuha. No stress. Leaves full of the hairs. They nice, smooth. And this plant was grow under the lamp, just this regular lamp. See how much leaves everywhere. Even no one part of bite somebody, mold, insects, I don't know, fungi, nothing. Is full of potential, full of genetic potential plant, and is adapting in Israel. Is amazing. Sometime I just fight with common plants. They didn't grow, but this come from from the high mountains, different continent. Okay, what I want to tell you, this is working of Barmatuha. This plant already know the microbes inside, and it's no stress. And you see, just a cocos. This was a fallen first leaf. You see, nothing mold. It's just a preservation. It's the microbes around in the plant cannot to give to grow some pathogen, even one. And this is result. Is the really best result. I never saw the potato in the pot under the lamp so smooth. And one thing more, I told you this plant was grow under the lamp, under this regular lamp. And in 2-3 weeks of the life, I just take out this plant to outside, under the full of sunshine, under the full of sun. And look, it was few times, and I didn't make some slow way, like need to keep it in shadow and a heavy shadow, in half shadow, and after a few days just plant be ready to the sun. No way, straight for the sun. And you see, no one leaf is burned. No one leaf is burned. This is after the storm. It was broken on some wall. This is result. Can you believe on this? If I know not to see, I cannot to believe. Okay, this is amaranth. This is next plant from the Nepal. Also is 4,000 meters up. You see how it's hairy. You see it start to flowering. It's how looking the leaves. It's full of gradient, it's different colors. White to red. Is no how much is 4 plants from 1 bucket. Is it's very nice and smooth roots. Also is coconut and barmatuha. Under the lamp also, and they was under the sun also. These 3 plants is my experiment to give them straight sun after the lamp, and you see is nothing to burn. Nothing was burned. Leaves looking very nice. Is no mineral, no fertilizer, nothing, just organic coconut and barmatuha. Nothing else more. If I give here the feeding, I do it with new seeds. Now this experiment we need to keep the microbes of this plant in the soil, and after from the roots and from the part of these plants I can to make a separation of the symbiotic microbes and give it to barmatuha more, and this is a selection of microbes. Look, this is tagetes. Tagetes, this is the flower, I love it. It's orange flower, I'm using it for food. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 plants under the lamp also. Sometimes I broken it because it's very soft branches, but also look how it's looking. It's super hairy. You can to see these hairs inside. It's telling me that plant is super happy, super happy. Yeah, look. Yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I show you a lot of miracles and openings. This is my artistic, this is my research of years of my life, the thousands of lections, studies, books, research, what I read, what I got in for understand all of this process, how it's working. I can to explain how it's working barmatuha, and I see the results. It's much more than in some lab. I sure it can be scaled. It's not can be one plant. It can be any plant and any scale. It can be field. It can be garden. Garden doesn't matter. The secret of the diversity and selection of the microbes. I keeping the best of them, and it's not 1, 2, 3 stumps. It's really 1,000 stumps, and they're working together. Look, it cannot be, the plant cannot to lie. Soil, ima adama, she cannot to lie. I see how it's looking. I see how growing my plants, animals, insects, and here the water culture, even the seaweed, and most of the unique. Nobody didn't make it before to how to say it, to adapt the plant and grow minus 4,000 kilometers or 4,000 meters down, straightful inorganic substrate with lamp. This is working like this, and for me it's proving, it's much more proving than I can to understand in the microscope, because in microscope I cannot understand nothing. I just to see the many microbes and that's it what I can to do. Is barmatuha can be dry, it can be wet, is when it's the liquid, I mean liquid and dry. Liquid is better, but also it can be dry and be inoculate in biochar and another substrate, but biochar is the best, and can be dry, and after can come to the soil in a liquid or dry stuff. Just give the water, and is all of this intelligence microbes, all of this quorum start working immediately in any soil, in any organic. Is find some species who will to work with food, with wood, with phosphate, with minerals, doesn't matter. And plant will to take straightful food from the microbes. This is a secret, and I'm sure when I make a test of my end production, like to make a test of my fruits or vegetables, I can be very surprised what's have inside, because in the soil, when the soil is dead, just with minerals, is have nothing. It's just a skeleton, you know, just like a bones. Without meat, it can look nice, but my plants looking nice, smelling nice, and very tasty, and giving me really enjoyable fruiting. Thank you for watching. It was Mark Freeman. If you have some questions, please write me, and I will try to explain more about Barmatuha. Bye bye.